Page 25, Sweet Betsy from Pike. They are now introducing key signatures. See, we've had time signatures. That's the 4/4 and 3/4, whatever it is. Tells you how to count. Now a key signature is indicating a key or identifying a key, a particular key. I would encourage you to go do the beginner portion of the scale videos I've done. It starts with C major, which happens to be the key we've been in most of the time. As long as we didn't have those accidentals, we were in C major on this book. C major doesn't have any sharps or flats in it. So it's like on page 24, lightly row, there's no sharps or flats at the beginning of the line. That's in C major, okay? Didn't know that, but you do now, okay? So go do the C scale. Well, on page 25, there's one sharp at the beginning of each line. That's the key signature for G major. So go do the G scale, the beginner version of the G scale, and you'll have it. Scales are important, especially if you want to learn to improvise. They're important. G major has one sharp, and that is an F sharp. If you look at the treble clef line at the beginning, that sharp is on the top line, okay? That top line is an F. That's where an F would appear. If you had an F in the music, high up there, that F. I'm not talking about this F. You got this F in the music. I'm talking about this F up here. And so they put the sharp on that line to indicate it's for Fs. And in the bass clef, it's in the next to the top line, which is where an F would be, right? Now, when they do it at the beginning of a piece like this in a key signature, it applies to all the Fs, regardless of where they are. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what line or space they are. Doesn't matter anywhere. Every F is automatically getting sharped. Okay, so you just automatically play F sharps instead of F naturals. It's one of the reasons the scales are important, because if you learn the scales, you get used to playing that F sharp every time. You just do it without thinking about it. So in this piece, take a look on the second line in the second measure. You see that in the treble you have a G, and then that F, well, that's an F sharp. So you play F sharp instead of that. Every F you see in here is automatically F sharp. So you can go learn that and then come back and play with me. And I'm assuming you've done that. Now you're going to play with me. It's a 3/4 time, but it has a pickup, so I'm only going to give us 2 counts. All right. The hands. Well, the left hand, it starts out with the 4th finger on G. So there. And when I do a hand position and it has a key signature like this, an F sharp, when I put the fingers on the keys like this, I include the sharp. So instead of an F, I'm going to put it here. That's the position, okay, because of the key signature. In the right hand, you have a 2 on D, so you're here, we're in middle C position again. Except, I'm going to put my finger on F sharp instead of F natural, because that's what we have. And that's the position. Still middle C position, because they're centered on middle C now. So let's try this. Give us 2 counts and we'll play it together. Ready, go. Now, it's got words. You can sing it if you want to. I ain't singing it, but you can. This has a duet accompaniment at the bottom. So again, once you can play it, then let's do the duet together. So you're going to play the part we just played. I'm going to do the duet part. Now that first note you get by yourself, okay? I don't come in until your second note there. I come in on the second G. So let's try it out and see what happens. Go ahead and put your hands in the middle C position with your fingers on the F sharps. 2 counts and we begin. Here we go. Ready, go.